Percy Lavon Julian was born April 11, 1899, in Montgomery, Alabama. Julian was an innovative chemist whose work and discovery saved thousands of lives as he undertook pioneering research work in chemical synthesis of medical drugs from plants. Julian was a bright young student, and unfortunately at the time, Montgomery provided no education for black students after the 8th grade. Despite the barriers he had faced during the time, he entered DePaul University in Indianapolis, which was one of very few integrated schools, and graduated first in his class with Phi Beta Kappa honors in 1920, after catching up with his public education. Julian was determined to get his doctoral degree in chemistry despite all the racism that was holding him back. And so between 1920 and 1922, Percy taught chemistry at Fisk University while earning a Master's of Arts degree from Harvard University, in which he received in 1923. He then taught chemistry at West Virginia State College between 1926 and 1927, followed by his assumption of the chairmanship of the chemistry department at Howard University in 1928. And in 1929, Julian was awarded the fellowship from Rockefeller Foundation that allowed him to finally pursue his doctoral degree. Julian left the United States for study at the University of Vienna, Austria, where he earned his PhD in 1931. In 1935, in Minshaw Laboratory, Julian first synthesized the drug physostigmine, previously only available from its natural source, the caliber bean. His pioneering research led to the process that made physostigmine readily available for the treatment of glaucoma. It was first of Julian's lifetime of achievement in his chemical synthesis of commercially important natural products. Julian summarized his complete synthesis of physostigmine as a challenging total synthesis project of its time.
Julian went on to synthesize the female and male hormones by extracting steroids from soybean oils. His biomedical research made it possible to synthetically produce large quantities of cortisone for the treatment of rheumatoid arthritis and other inflammatory conditions. His synthesis of chromosome reduced the price of hundreds of dollars per drop of natural cortisone to a few cents per gram. In 1953, Julian left Giddon and founded Julian Laboratories, which he sold for more than $2 million in 1961.
He later formed Julian's Research Institute, which was a nonprofit research organization, and among his many lifetime honors was the election of 1973 to the National Academy of Sciences. He was also widely recognized as a steadfast advocate for human rights. Julian continued his private research studies and served as a consultant to major pharmaceutical companies until his death on April 19, 1975. In 1990, he was elected to the Social Inventors Hall of Fame, and in 1993, the U.S. Postal Service issued the Julian Stamp in the Black Heritage Commemorative Stamp Series.